Well, happy Friday, all. There have been quite a few things that have come out this week. There's been Super Bomberman R2, there's been Myth Force, and there's been the first wave of the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. So, I've kind of had my hands full with new things coming out that I'm covering. And I had a couple hours right now, so I was like, hey, let's do this. In about 2.5 hours, I'm gonna have a team meeting with my game design team in my current game design class. So I was like, let's just wedge in like a couple hours of Bomberman here. Why not? And later today I'll probably stream some more of the Scarlet and Violet DLC, most likely. But we'll see what's going on. Hello CJ. I hope things are going well today. How's it going? But yeah, I figured this game might be good for like short couple hour spurts because unless the game drastically changes, I'm currently not super duper engaged with open world Bomberman here, so I thought new season begins. It was only a few days. I guess it was season 0 before, right? Hold on. Event period 9/13. So that was the day after it came out. Okay, so season 0 was just the day of release. And now it's a new season. I gotta grind my Bomberman rank. I'm not doing it. All right, yeah, let's go ahead and do this. I would love to stream a whole bunch of this new stuff over the weekend, but I don't know if I'll have time because tomorrow I'm going to a show and shine that I'll be at all day. And then the following day I'm going to Fan Expo. So yeah, I'll legend what I can today. I'll do a couple hours of this now and then probably Scarlet Violet DLC later. The Bomber Pass, no. Imagine they actually roll out a paid battle pass, but it's called the Bomber Pass. My goodness. Hello, Lionheart. I hope things are going well today. I'm doing pretty alrighty. I guess I'll grab these guys. And so what is the... Oh, I was like, why can't I select left and right? Just because, it's the list here on the side that I'm selecting. So, hold on. Oh, so there's teleporters in each of these areas. I just haven't found them. Oh. Okay. So I should probably go down. Can't believe open world Bomberman. Oh, I almost ran right into you. Gotta remember how the heck Bomberman works. I do gotta admit, the music does still slap though. Like the music was a little bit of a slapper in Super Bomberman R, and it's a bit of a slapper here too. Not gonna lie. Gosh dang it, that's not where I wanted to place that. I've listened to a little smidge of the OST on my own time. I haven't had the time to like go through the entire OST yet. But the smidges that I've heard thus far and the smidges from what I've played is like, all right, yeah, that was definitely a little bit of a slapper, do gotta admit. All right, let's do this. Is this a teleporty thing? Yeah, okay, so that's the teleporty thing, gotcha. But yeah, so you finished that? Did you enjoy it? I've been having a interesting time thus far. I'm pretty hyped that I got Turtwig. At least there's that. Moving about. Let's do that. There we go. Pull up a whole bunch of stuff. There we go. Spot and Ellen. And then I need 50 here. I'm real fast now. Look at me go. All right, let's grab some stuff. No. Well, I got that guy at least, and he'll give me the thing that I already blew up. Yesterday there was that Nintendo Direct, and I have to say, Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door remake being announced. In fact, I think I still have my Thingwerbob right here. After the Direct, I pulled this out and I was showing it to the camera. I missed it. I missed the Direct right when it was going up because I was at university, so I just recorded it just for YouTube after the fact. So for that recording that I did yesterday, I pulled this out and I was like, yo, man, this is probably the RPG game that I've replayed the most, honestly. Like, I've played through that game at least 4 times, minimum. But maybe even more than that. I've played a lot of Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. So, I wasn't expecting there to be a whole lot announced yesterday since, it's just like their routine September Direct and, doesn't necessarily... It's not a Direct that they're putting on because they have a whole lot of new stuff to show, but because they always do one in September. So it's like, here's the obligatory September Direct. I wasn't expecting there to be that much stuff. And the one big announcement was a remake to one of my favorite RPGs of all time. So I'm feeling pretty ecstatic, and part of me is still kind of in disbelief here. But I'm feeling pretty amazing right now. But yeah, awesome, but extremely rough. I haven't, like, it could depend on what level you go into it as. Like, maybe the level scaling only goes that so far. I haven't found it too difficult myself, but it could also be that, like, the level scales differently depending on different teams and such, so different people's difficulty levels might vary greatly. Might potentially be the case, I would imagine. Whoops. No. How do I just access the bigger map? Should I do this here to show the map here better? Because, okay, so there's no way to go down here. It's only through 5 is the case. And I don't think I've unlocked the teleporter here yet, so I may as well keep on going and try to unlock the teleporter. Liked it, but didn't love it as much as the base game, which is probably from being shorter and lacking as charming characters. You don't like the caretaker? No, let's see here. Wah. Yoink, yoink. Alright, what have we over this way? Whoa, a whole bunch more noodles. Whoops. That's not quite what I intended to happen. That was a little bit of a mistake. Oh well. Hi friends. You want to go there and blow up and stuff? Cool. So many points. All them coins. So good. Wow. That, okay. Dang it, man. Here we go. Spot and Ellen. Yoink. This is so weird, man. What the heck is this? Nothing. Okay, get pranked. Nope, it did not. It get added to N64 online, though. And we played it on the channel. We did like an HD texture pack that someone threw together, which wasn't quite finished at the time that I streamed it. So there were still some characters that looked like their original versions. But, you know, most of the things were stylized to look more like the more modern Paper Mario games. So, you know, it felt almost like we were playing a remake in that sense with that fan-made one. And it was pretty cool. Look forward to seeing what it looks like when it's all done. Boop-a-da-bop. But I feel like Thousand Year Door, hopefully this isn't just my own bias speaking, but I feel like Thousand Year Door is like the most beloved Paper Mario game rather than the first one. Like the first two are the most beloved two in general, but you know, Thousand Year Door, that's where it's at, man. So I am honestly so glad that Thousand Year Door got a remake and not, uh-oh. I guess I could have come back and punched it, but whatever. Oops. But yeah. I mean, I'd say that that's more of like a remaster slash enhanced port, it looks like, with Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. I probably won't just because I already played Dark Moon on the channel. Is the case. I've already done a playthrough of it. Not super long ago. And I figure, why take that time playing the same game a second time when I can instead put that time into playing something that I never played before? Is what I kind of figure. So I probably won't. I will cover Luigi's Mansion 1 for Halloween this year, was the plan. But I've already played Dark Moon on the channel, so I don't really feel the need to do so again. If something gets like a much crazier remaster, like Xenoblade Chronicles did, with Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, that's an instance where I do play the same game twice, so I have an original Xenoblade Chronicles playthrough and one of Definitive Edition, because, you know, it's a much bigger glow-up, but essentially porting the game, slapping it into HD, I feel like that's not really going to warrant doing a second playthrough, so I don't think I will. So, I don't think so. Alright. Oh, look at all these points and stuff like that. Now we're doing Luigi's Mansion 1 this year. Because back when I, back in ye old days of the channel, before I had, like, my whole emphasis on trying to do things in order, was when Luigi's Mansion 3 came out. It came out for Halloween of 2019. And because I didn't care all that much about doing things in order back then, I just straight up played Luigi's Mansion 3 without doing any of the others first. So from there, I was like, oh, well, I guess we're doing it in reverse chronological order. So 2 years ago for Halloween, for 2021, we played Luigi's Mansion 2, and then this year we're gonna play Luigi's Mansion 1, so we're doing them in reverse order. So, you know, there's that. Reverse chronological this time. So yeah. So rather than 3, we're doing 1 because we went in reverse. So yeah, a little bit of a backwards order. All right, well, I have no more Ellens to my name. It's so sad. All right, just go this way, I guess. I don't know. These things are back. What gives? Bust on through here. I could have swore I made my... Uh-oh. My way through here already. Maybe it respawns the blocks across sessions or something like that. Maybe. Who knows? Screw this block in particular. Just in case there's a thing there. There wasn't. There was not. Nothing to be had. Again, I would love to see what speedruns of this game look like one day. But, oh, well. Sure, do that then, I guess. What are those guys? What have we here? Yoink. And we'll yoink these thingamabobs. I think the, in terms of the direct there, the game that I was most intrigued by that I had never heard of before was, what was it called? I think it was called like Unicorn Overlord, and I was like, oh, that game actually looks really cool, but why that name? My God. Oh, interesting. Nice. Take out your friend there. Oh, now we're just gonna bump one bomb into the other, right? Or do that. Cool. It's like, man, that game looks really sick, but I've never seen like such a turn off for like a game title before. I mean, I've played some games with awful titles. Are you kidding me? Like Triangle Strategy. I love Triangle Strategy. Oh, it's real good. I don't know. I don't think I'd remember. This was a couple of years back now, the last time that I played, so I wouldn't quite remember them all. Yoink, yoink. Level up, level 9. So plan for Halloween 2024. I don't know. We usually tend to cycle between, like, you know, the Luigi's Mansion games every second year, and then, like, actual horror games or more spooky things, like, for the other years. So I think the very first year we did, like, Zombie U, which wasn't even that spooky, and I did Survival Mode, which meant you had one life, and I lost, and it was embarrassing. And then was Luigi's Mansion 3, and then, oh God, what did we do for Halloween 2020? I don't even remember. Halloween 2022 last year, I'm fairly certain we did Soma. Because I'd watched playthroughs of that back when, and I thought that it was actually like a pretty cool existential crisis kind of game. People always tell me, like, you want existential crisis, play something like Nier Automata, and I played that, and I was like, I didn't get that much of an existential crisis, but play Soma and you get an existential crisis, but that's just my opinion there. So I like Soma, I played through that, it was a little smidge spooky, and then Luigi's Mansion coming up here, but I have some ideas in the back of my mind. It'd be fun watching you go through a random selection of short horror games that aren't really from any particular franchise. That could be interesting. That could be a potential interesting option. There are some games that technically fall under the horror genre that I've thought about covering for a Halloween, that even though they aren't really spooky or scary. Like, one series of games that I would love to cover one day is, well, at least like the first couple of them. I don't know. Maybe I'd play it all the way through to the end one day. But is the Walking Dead Telltale games, for example. At least the first and second ones. I wasn't big on the third one. I never played the fourth one, so I don't know how good it is. But at least the first one for sure. And one of the in one of the categories for my current game design class for one of the games that we can play for one of our case studies is the Walking Dead Telltale, like the first one there. And so it's like, oh, well, maybe I should just cover it like for this upcoming Halloween spooky season anyway, even if it's not like my Halloween game, just something to stream during the month of October. I wouldn't mind doing that. Oh yeah, and then there was The Last of Us. You're right. But yeah. Hey, I heard about that F-Zero Battle Royale. I don't think I'll be playing it myself. I can't believe they made a F-Zero BR. But yeah, that is a good point. There's The Last of Us there. I wouldn't mind playing The Last of Us Part 2 one of these days. But, you know, I don't own a PlayStation to do it. I have some friendos that I might be able to be like, hey, can I borrow your PlayStation just to do that? But, you know, my game schedule is already busy enough with other things that I don't need to be going around borrowing consoles. You know, just to get additional stuff. I'll play Part 2 one day. Like, maybe it'll come to PC one day. If not, I'll figure out borrowing some PlayStation, like, way down the line or something, I guess. Did I ever make a list of potential Halloween games, or was it just in the back of my mind? I wonder. Hold on here. Because if I go to my games channel, my Discord server that I use to just like keep track of stuff here, Let's see here. Did I ever record like the spooky games I was thinking about doing? No, I didn't. So it was just in the back of my head. But I would like to do the Walking Dead Telltale games at one point. If I look at me, I use this server just to like send myself stuff and keep track of stuff so I can like check this or update it on my desktop, my phone, whatever. It's pretty handy. One of the text channels that I made, apparently on the 15th of August 2021, I initially made this. I've just updated it since then. I've created like a list of series that I wouldn't mind covering at one point. And another one of the ones that's here is Resident Evil. I've never actually played a Resident Evil game, but that's another one where it's like, I wouldn't mind doing that. So like Walking Dead, Resident Evil are ones that I can see on here that are like a little bit spookier and stuff. Yeah, I don't really have spooky games. In terms of games that are potential options to cover for like game analysis stuff in my current game design class that I record here as ones that I definitely wouldn't mind playing. I might be a little bit spookier. Is The Witness a spookier one? I don't quite, I need to look into it again, but I know I remember hearing great things about that. Apparently for lesson 10 in the first week of November here for the class, some potential options that we can write about in the topic of racing games is The Walking Dead or Resident Evil 5. So there's an excuse to cover either one of those. Maybe. Maybe. I certainly wouldn't mind. Dang it, I mistimed things horribly here. Whoops. Yeah, let's see here. Now there's probably gonna do that yourself once you get like a proper room to stream in. Wait. Remind me on the exact context here, because now after going through that channel stuff, I've blanked on for what the exact was for you neither. Like, was that for playing the later Telltale games? Or not having like a PlayStation or something or other? I'm just gonna burn through all my lives here. I really don't want to find out what happens when you lose all your lives, considering you have to restart the entire planet over in the first Super Bomberman R. I really hope it's not like that here, because that would suck. Stream Resident Evil? Ah, gotcha. We have a bedroom without shitty audio. Fair enough there. Yeah, mayhap one day I'll stream some Resident Evil. Maybe it'll even be this October for some spooky stuff. I'm gonna stream it like in October before that unit in November, and then I can write about it on that unit in November. You know, mayhap. I don't know. Just blow that up, I guess. But yeah, I did think about it. If I had the time, I would have thought about playing the new Resident Evil there. I know that that one is, you know, the sequel to Resident Evil 7 though, so I would have wanted to do 7 first. Like, with my doing things in order around here, I wouldn't be like, let's do every single Resident Evil game in order. But ones that do follow like one story / set of characters, those I would still want to do in order. So I'd still want to do like Resident Evil Biohazard and then Resident Evil Village, you know? Is what I would want to do. And I have thought about it. I have definitely thought about it. If I have the time, mayhap I will. But if I do play any Resident Evil game coming up here, it would probably be 5, it looks like. Is what's seeming most likely. So who knows? Maybe in October, maybe we'll play some Resident Evil 5. Maybe we'll play some Walking Dead Telltale. But as for actual spooky games in following years, I don't know. Maybe we should just do like a whole bunch of shorter niche ones. Beats me. Spot and Ellen. Wow. Boobity bop. Blow some stuff up. But yeah. Are Resident Evil and Biohazard the same thing? No, I'm saying like Biohazard is a Resident Evil title and I want to do that first. Biohazard is Resident Evil 7. Village is Resident Evil 8. I don't know what you mean. This away we go. I have enough Ellens. Open the gates. Open it up. Come on. Yes. Maybe it is. I don't know. Wait, is this like a boss area? So this is their lair. Hey, where are we? Where are we? This place is weird.
What?
It's an enemy base, Yellow. Be careful. So I gonna siege it now? Oh, for real? I thought it was a place to play. There's a Lugian base ahead. If you go there, you'll sure. Anyway, I would do Resident Evil 7 and then 8. I wouldn't just go right into Resident Evil 8. If I ever did them, you know. That would be my plan. I remember watching playthroughs of both. Did the DLC for Resident Evil 8 come out? Because I think I remember hearing about it come out, but I never actually checked it out. Get the key, take the Elenite. Oh yeah, we're doing this here. Is this their base? Maybe the enemy is building bases to try find as many gems we saw earlier. If only they knew that I shine brighter than gems. But if we let them do whatever they want, it'll only be a matter of time before this planet is destroyed. No, they can't do that. Squishies are in trouble and we have to defeat the enemy to get the gem. Okay, let's come up with a plan. Violence will not be tolerated. I'll throw a ton of bombs. Come on, we need a plan. I'll stand next to the gem and show them that I'm the more beautiful one in comparison. Are we running to the gem? That I can probably do. My plans. I'm gonna blow them to smithereens. Alrighty, let's do this. Listen to me. It's hopeless. I've got to be the reliable one. So is that gonna be the excuse for my AI allies sucking here? On the attack side, invade enemy bases with your siblings and take the keys that you find. Okay. Oh, and I immediately threw that. I keep all my powers and stuff here. Okay. Yeah, don't get blown up, friends. You better not. What? It has spiky bombs? Wow. Amazing. How can we convince our Brody to play Bendy in the Ink Machine? That's one that I don't think that I have all that much interest in, personally. I don't think that's the kind of thing that I'd be super invested in. Strategic victory. Now that you've got the key, you need to reach Elenite to win. Be the first to acquire the Elenite. And that's here in the middle? It looks like. So, like that? Oh, I only need to do the one? Okay. Wow, that sure was something, wasn't it?
My little Elon. Oh, welcome back, big bro.
Thanks. Is Elon a nickname?
No, it's not. Blue told me that's what they're called. Elon. Blue investigated the device from the ruins.
No way! Blue? Investigating? Oh boy, I'm so proud of him.
Seems like it was a request from Green. He said he knows a magic spell to motivate Blue.
Wow. So, did he find out anything besides their names?
It looked like he was investigating something else, but the only thing he told us was their name.
Elon is pretty cute, but I still think Squishy sounds cuter. Right?
Elon, huh? I should look into them more, along with that gem.